Bioshock. Here's an interesting one. Many people hail it as one of the greatest games of all time, and if not that, at least one of the greatest first-person shooters. They cite its atmosphere and mature realized story as reasons for its success. Those people, and I myself, all tend to be people who played the game when it first came out. But there's another group of people who disagree. They don't see the big deal. Not to make too overt a generalization, but I find that most of these people didn't play the game when it first came out. I guess it says something about how the game has aged relative to others that have theoretically done it better, but that's also a testament to the impact Bioshock had on the medium. Bioshock came out right in the middle of a time when people were starting to notice the trend of FPS games saturating the market. People were up in arms about it and called foul on the limits of the genre. Then this game came out and proved that FPS games can be just as stylish and poignant as any other type of game. This is basically the game that justified the first-person shooter platform. Since then, most games, Call of Duty notwithstanding, have upped the ante to prove that they're not just another stick in the mud. Anybody play Dishonored this year? I think it's a pretty safe bet that game would not exist without Bioshock's influence. Of course, even if it is dated, it's not a bad game. It has its own legs and its own merits. Though the natural progression of the game is like an average-paced FPS, if you take the time to investigate the levels, it's almost like a collectathon, enhanced by how you unlock achievements. A lot of the game's chutzpah relies on the player input of exploration, and believe me, it's worth it. One admonition is that this is not a game to breeze through. You should take your time with it and make sure you're doing things right. It's easy to run right into a firefight, but it's more rewarding to hack robots, set traps, and use stealth to win out in a situation. And hey, Bioshock Infinite comes out this year, so maybe it's worth visiting Rapture again before then, eh? Even though Rapture's not going to be in that game, just checking out the series again, just saying. Bioshock gets an 8 out of 10.